are with Joshua Pryor, number 0. He changed his number this year. I'm not sure why, but maybe he'll give us a little idea why he did that. But Joshua Pryor, defensive lineman for Bowie State and All-American and all those good things. Welcome to the show, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me today.
So talk about this career at Bowie State. Well, first, where you went to school in Baltimore, because you're a Baltimore native, and talk about that and just talk about this career at Bowie State.
I'm from Baltimore. I went to Dunbar High School. And basically, coming out of high school, I was recruited by a few teams. But Bowie, they just gave me a feel like they cared more about me than just football. They really cared about my future. And, they wanted to make sure that my future was in the right hands, if you look at it like that. So, they really made the decision pretty easy. I went on a visit early on, and then I actually had a home visit with them. So it was, once I had that home visit, it was like a no-brainer. I felt like they taking that extra step to get me in the door, you know what I'm saying? So, but once I got the Bowie, I just put my head down, started working.
Talk about, your game. It looks like you came in with a really strong pass rushing game, run stopping game, but it's even gotten better. How did you do that? How did you improve?
Well, I think in high school, we ran a similar scheme in that on the defensive side of the ball. So it wasn't hard for me to fit into this scheme and, do what they was asking of me. But as time went on, I'm just trying to, find things that I can always get better at. And it's like every day at practice, I'm just trying to work on, little things at this point, trying to fine tune and trying to find any way I can get that extra step even further, now in my career. Teams are more keen on me even more. So, I'm always trying to continue working and trying to continue building on what I've already had. And sometimes I just go out there and work on my pass rush myself, my spin move. That was one of the first moves that I really went out on my own and, tried to master. So once I get down one move, I just try to work on the next move, try to master each move that I, have in my arsenal.
Yeah, it's very noticeable that you worked on those moves. It's also noticeable that they double team you, man. They try to keep you out of the game. They run to the other side if you're on one side of the field. I've noticed that a lot. Yeah. So it might look like your stats aren't where they might have been, but what it is people are running away from you. How does that feel?
Yeah. It's part of it. I've accepted it at this point. I've realized that it's more than just me on the field, and I gotta, make sure that the people around me are in the best position that they can be in. So sometimes, it might be easier to go and think okay, even though this is my job on this play, I know they're going to run away from me. So let me try to go outside of my job and try to make the play. But at the end of the day, them double teaming and stuff, I know that my teammates going to, hold it down on the other side. A lot of times, it leaves offenses open. They can only put so many people on me because I have great teammates around that still, getting wonderful numbers and making big plays on the team. So,
Joshua, you got a big game coming up, senior day. You're still a junior, but it's a big day for your seniors on the team. But the real big thing is that you guys are going back to the CIAA championship for the third time with a chance to three-peat. That's something not too many people could do. It must be a great feeling. Talk about how you guys have been able to keep medium and stay focused on that goal.
Yes, sir. So basically, we just try to take it 1 week at a time. To start the season, that was our goal. We felt like winning the CIAA championship at this point, it's not enough. We've conquered that already. So got to stay hungry, keep putting our head down and trying to work for that next thing. A few years ago when we won it the first time, it was a great feeling for the whole team. I feel like for the alumni and everybody that has been a part of this program. And, they feel like, even myself, I feel like, that's not enough at this point. We're a better team than just winning the CIAA. We all feel like we can get to that national championship game and come out victorious. So We just trying to take it 1 week at a time, and even the games that we play where people may say, it's not as worthy of an opponent, we still come out hungry because we're trying to make a message every week. Play Bowie State brand of football, and that is, defense shutting people down and offense going out there making plays, and we come out with the W at the end of the day.
You guys have built a dynasty, pretty much, especially with people like you and Marcel and some of those other guys coming back. Talk about where you're going from here. We got a few seconds. Talk about your future, and I'm sure you want to play pro football, right?
Most definitely. My immediate future, finish out this season, get this national championship. During the off season, have a great off season where I just go to work basically for the entire time and come back like my best self. Really, like I don't even have a cap of where I want to get to. I just want to get it to become my best self, wherever that can take me, wherever I can get by the time it's time to suit up again. That's where I want to be and play my senior year and hopefully get drafted from there. But that's my goal.
All right, I'm sure there are a lot of folks looking at you. And we wish you the best in this season and next season and playing on Sundays. I think we'll see that.
Thank you.
So thanks so much, Mr. Joshua Pryor, number 0. You can't miss that number. All right, that was Joshua Pryor. What a great student athlete over at Bowie State. And there are so many guys over there that have been recruited. And let's talk about Joshua. I mean, he's a good student. He has one more year. And I know for a fact he's being recruited a lot by the NFL. And what do you think about him and some of the other players? Who are some of the other key players? We got a couple minutes.
Well, you got your quarterback, Jerome Johnson, who's the third leading passer in the CIAA. He's thrown 18 touchdown passes this year and only 7 interceptions. They've got a key running back in Khalil Wilkins, who's number 2 rusher in the CIAA, 800 yards. And I believe they have a game left this weekend before they go to the CIAA championship. So he could very well eclipse the 1,000-yard rushing mark this year. So, again, that's why this is a team that's, for the third straight year, they won the Northern Division of the CIAA. And you got to take your hat off and give a lot of credit to the coach over there. I mean, he's done fantastic jobs. I mean, and he continues to do it year after year after year. And as we were talking off camera, I said, it's going to be amazing to see how long they'll be able to hold on to him because somebody's going to come after it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, you hit the nail on the head, Charlie. I mean, the coaches there Bowie State just reloads every year. They're recruiting. They lock down the Maryland and the DMV area as the Division II school in Maryland with football, even though Frostburg just moved up. But Bowie State has a lock on the Division II talent, or for those Division I guys that go and look to play. We've got to give a shout out to Damon Wilson. Damon Wilson is doing a great job. And one of his greatest moves was getting the quarterback coach, Teray Reed, who was a quarterback at Bowie State. And when Moses Ware, who had that 50-point-a-game offense departed alma mater, we didn't miss a beat. Bowie State didn't miss a beat. With Teray Reed, you look at what he's doing with Jerome Thompson, you look at that offense, it's still a well-oiled machine. And I think they can make a good run and make these HBCU folks like us very proud and make a run. Already won one in its NCAA playoff game against Western Alabama a couple years ago, but I think they got something for them this year.
Can I take it even a step further? Just the whole Bowie State program with Dr. Bro and everything that they're doing there at that university. It's just really fun to see, at the games, the new center that's going up, the BIC that they have there, the whole campus there is the football team is thriving. But I just want to take it a little further that, when you have a university that's in our own backyard that is so rich in history and to see it flourishing with the president and Clyde Dowdy as the athletic director, I think that everything is going well over there. And I just want to take it to the macro level to say, look, just the whole presentation of Bowie State is something to be proud of.
It really is.
Bowie State.
Yeah.
I got my Brutus.
All right. And
where's yours, Marvin?
So do you think they will three-peat?
Why not?
Everybody in agreement? I have a feeling they're going to repeat.
They got to beat Fayetteville State, but I don't think, it's going to have. I don't think they're going to have a problem. November 13th down in Salem, Virginia, is a CIAA championship.
Yeah.
And Bowie's won. They're the two-time defending champ.
Right.
I think they lost 4 years ago. They didn't play last year. They lost, I believe, it was the Virginia Union. But other than that, since then, they've reeled off 2 straight. So they're until you beat me, I'm still the king.
That's right.
And like Joshua Pryor says, they're going for the national championship, not just the CIAA championship. Yeah. And I kind of like that he said that. He's shooting for the stars. Well, I tell you what, speaking of stars, we had them today. Marc Harrison, Lou Holder, and Charlie Neal. Thanks so much for being with us, as always. And Charlie, thanks for coming back.
Anytime.
And I think you have a big game that you're doing this weekend. I think North Carolina Central and Norfolk State.
Norfolk State down in we're doing the countdown to kickoff show for MEAC that comes on at noon on ESPN Plus. So
all right,
tune in.
Okay, check him out. He's great. He's a legend. Well, that's all the time we have for the Sideline Report. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Marvin Jackson. We'll see you next time on the Sideline.